What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that all of you are having an amazing Friday at the beginning of the weekend. So, New York City Mayor Eric Adams, his phone, his iPad, and other electronics have been seized by the FBI in the campaign fundraising investigation. So he must have been misusing, they getting everybody for their coins nowadays. New York ain't playing. Trump, now we got the mayor. So the FBI agents seized New York City mayor's iPhones, iPad, and it appears to be a part of a corruption investigation into campaign fundraising. The seizure happened Monday night. The FBI approached the mayor on the street, asked his security to step aside, and confiscated two iPhones and an iPad. They were returned a few days later. Adams' campaign attorney, Boyd Johnson, issued the following statement, which appears to raise questions about somebody who is close to him being involved in some kind of impropriety. It says, quote, after learning of the federal investigation, it was discovered that an individual had recently acted improperly. In the spirit of transparency and cooperation, this behavior was immediately and proactively reported to investigators. The mayor has been and remains committed to cooperating in this matter. On Monday night, the FBI approached the mayor after an event. The mayor immediately complied with the FBI's request and provided them with electronic devices. The mayor has not been accused of any wrongdoing and continues to cooperate with the investigation. Now, you guys remember he was a cop, right? So it just reminds me of that old adage, that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Because, we've seen what happened to quote unquote America's mayor, Rudy Giuliani, who, used to be mayor of New York. But I digress. Moving on Wednesday, at his weekly meetings with reporters, Adams faced questions mostly about the stunning FBI raid on the home of his chief campaign fundraiser, Brianna Suggs. Now, how much y'all want to bet that she probably gonna end up being thrown under the bus to take the rap, similar to Michael Cohen with Trump? Everybody around him pretty much went to jail except for the quote unquote Teflon Don, who's on trial right now, and his kids. But if the FBI is coming to your house to take your stuff and your campaign fundraiser's house, Brianna Suggs, they're probably gonna make her the fall guy. But let's continue. The mayor did not reveal that he had been approached by FBI agents. See what I mean? He didn't even tell her. That's horrible. Oh my goodness. Like he done already threw her under the bus. The mayor did not reveal that he had been approached by FBI agents who confiscated his electronic devices 2 days earlier. That's shady. Sources told CBS, New York political reporter Marsha Kramer, the information Adams' lawyer turned over to investigators did not involve Suggs. Oh, so it's not her, but somebody else in the mayor's circle. Okay, now I'm curious. This is like a whodunit. Now I'm curious too. Sources refused to characterize the person, but information about them was believed to be on one of the mayor's devices, which were apparently returned to him after a few days. An FBI spokesperson declined to comment. Oh, come on, FBI. Let us know what's up. It says, quote, what this does is lay the groundwork for the plot to thicken, not the plot to thicken, substantially with regard to the mayor's involvement. Keene University provost, Dave Birchall told CBS New York. Okay, so even the political science professors are getting in on it because this is like interesting. Okay, so Birdsell says while there's no implication of guilt, this certainly raises the stakes for the mayor. Up until this moment, nobody had made any allegations about the mayor's involvement in the potential alleged fundraising from foreign sources. Oh, that foreign money gets people tripped up all the time. In this case, Turkish sources. Oh, Turkey got money like that? Okay. Well, I wonder what they were buying over here. But now they're seizing his devices. And just what was the FBI looking for? Text messages you will find, emails you will find, and just as importantly, you're going to find evidence of when calls were made or received and who made or received those calls. Former U.S. Attorney Zachary Carter said the mayor issued his own statement saying, quote, as a former member of law enforcement, right, you should know better. That's not what he said. Hold on. He says, as a former member of law enforcement, I expect all members of my staff to follow the law and fully cooperate with any sort of investigation, and I will continue to do exactly that. I have nothing to hide. Let me tell you something. When the FBI is at your door, okay, they already have the CVS receipts. Like, when it's money, I feel like, in this country, they don't ban guns. You could go out and buy like the biggest AR-15, well, pow pows, I should say, oops. But there's not much that people in powerful positions get hemmed up for. But what they do get hemmed up for is foreign money, tax evasion, like money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing that will have the FBI knocking at your door. They want their coin. They want their coin. They're going to get it. And they're going to get it by hook or by crook. Do not try to hide money from the IRS. Don't try to hide it from the FBI. Like, I guess, well, the IRS wants the money domestically and the FBI wants their cut internationally. But seriously, if somebody on your team is committing, fraudulent acts, allegedly, with campaign funds, then that's a serious matter that the FBI needs to look into. But the fact that they're taking his electronic devices and they're at his campaign manager's house, that's serious. They're not doing that just to, waste time. Like they found enough probable cause to go ahead and search your phones, your iPads, your campaign manager. So I'm going to keep you guys updated because I'm interested. They got the New York political science professors weighing in and the former U.S. Like everybody is tuning in as to what's going on with the New York mayor because, he is a former cop. So he should know what's acceptable and what's not. But the political game is a bit more nuanced and not as protected, right? Like there's that blue line where they kind of, I shouldn't even say, I will say kind of allegedly sweep under the rug a lot of things that they do, and they pay out a lot of, misconduct or police brutality suits. Like the NYPD is just notorious for not doing things by the books. But politics, as a lot of people are finding out, it's a lot more transparent because now you're in the public eye and those are public funds and it's taxpayer. And so everything's on the books and you can't be as shady, allegedly, as some acts are with some, law enforcement entities, right? The political game is a dirty one, but it's also one that's an open secret. And you have to cross those T's and dot those I's. And if you don't, you will have the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, knocking on your campaign manager's door, and they will see you in the street and say, Mayor, we need you to turn over those 2 iPhones and that iPad so that we can comb through all of your text messages and your emails. From Turkey, let me tell y'all something. Them international charges, like I found out when I was younger, but I made one call when I was traveling internationally. It was my first and it was my last because because the way that Skype and Zoom is set up, and the way this was back then, though, I'm sure they do international plans that are more affordable now. And he has the money because the taxpayers are paying, so he doesn't care. But since they're tax paid electronics, then that's federal government property. And so the FBI is saying cough it over. So, yeah, if it's Turkish money, they want their cut, they want their coins. But anyway, allegedly. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about the situation. I will keep you posted because it is very interesting, especially since, all of the ivory tower and the eggheads and the political analysts are, weighing in on it. So I'm interested. I want to see, because to be honest, Eric Adams is not my favorite mayor. He's doing, the immigrant population extremely dirty. And he's just not, in my opinion, yeah, some of the things that he said, the way that the anti-blackness that he spews, and for him to be investigated now, being a former cop, a former law enforcement official, people reap what they sow. What can I say? But y'all do me a favor, please be sure to drop down in the comments. Also, like, share, and subscribe if you have not done so already. And I will talk to you later. Take care, aces. Bye.